What's up and welcome back to the channel. I'm Devin, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys what I think is hands down the best app to edit videos on if you're using an iOS device. So the app I want to talk to you guys about today is called Lumafusion. So before I get into the video, let me first apologize for sounding like I am dying. I know that I sound horrible right now, but I swear I actually feel pretty much fine. I think I have maybe like a sinus infection or just a head cold or something, but I feel fine. No fever, no shortness of breath, nothing like that. So it's not COVID, so we're okay there. But yeah, I figured I would just address that before I really get into the video. So for those of you who don't know, Lumafusion is an incredible video editing app available only on iOS devices. So it's not available on Windows, it's not available on Android devices, it's only available on the iPhone and iPad lineup. That's it. But this app is by far the best app that you can get on your phone or iPad, and it's not even close. So the app costs $30, and I know that that might seem like a lot for like an app, but I promise you, for what it's capable of, $30 is nothing. It's 100% worth spending the 30 bucks if you think you're going to be doing any kind of like video editing or content creation. So if you have like a dongle or an adapter or something, you can actually bring camera footage right into your phone or your iPad, and you can edit that right inside of Lumafusion. Like, it'll handle the footage pretty much great unless you're using like, you know, a very heavy duty camera. But for the most part, any like mirrorless or DSLR, you can just plug it right into your phone or iPad, bring the footage over, and edit it right in Lumafusion just like that. But despite that, I think where this app really shines is actually with editing iPhone footage, and in particular, the new iPhones that can shoot in Dolby Vision HDR. It handles that like a charm. I talked about it a little bit in some of my last couple videos, but so basically, the Dolby Vision HDR is a new 10-bit recording format that's available, I believe, on iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max, maybe the 12 as well. I should probably know that, but I don't. But anyway, so it's definitely on at least a few of the new iPhones, and it's very, very good footage, and it has that great dynamic range. But the problem actually is that because it's 10-bit, because it has such high dynamic range, my computer actually has a far more difficult time handling that footage than my iPad or my iPhone right inside of Lumafusion. And Lumafusion has had some updates recently specifically made to handle that HDR footage. So when you bring footage from like the new iPhone 12 Pro or 12 Pro Max and you bring that into Lumafusion, it handles it like butter. It's super smooth. There's no problem with scrubbing through the timeline. There's no issues. There's no hiccups or anything like that. It handles it great. And like I said, that's because of the fact that the app was recently updated specifically to handle that kind of footage. So now that I've told you guys a little bit about the app, I'm gonna hop in, I'm gonna use my iPad Pro, and I'll explain to you my setup in just a minute. And I'm gonna take a little bit of footage from my iPhone 12 Pro Max and just make kind of like a short video. I'm not gonna go super in depth, but just like a quick one to just kind of show you what it looks like and how it works and stuff like that. And if you want a little bit more of an in-depth tutorial, drop a comment below and let me know, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video kind of showing more of the ins and outs of the app. But like I said, for today, I'm just gonna do what I do and kind of explain what's happening, but I'm not necessarily gonna show you exactly what everything is. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so this is my iPad Pro setup. I'm using a wireless mouse and a keyboard for this, but you can just use your finger or an Apple Pencil or some other stylus. There's many different ways to do it, but for this video, I'm gonna use my mouse. So let's just get started. We're gonna hit the plus button down here on the left. That is how you start a new project. And you'll notice that there's a couple of project settings, but if you just keep this on default, you'll be fine, because pretty much what it'll do is set the project settings to match whatever the first clip you bring in. So that's just the easy way to do it. That's how we're gonna do it for the sake of this video. So we'll start that. New project, the blue is where your video timeline is, the green is where you can add audio. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this video right here down. This is just a video that I shot as part of my smartphone vlogging setup video. So this is just some of the B-roll that I had gotten. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna scrub, well actually, I'll use my fingers to pinch. If you pinch in and out, that's how you can kind of expand and collapse the timeline. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and then I'm gonna double click or double tap if you're using your finger, and that is how you can open up the video. And then you can do a lot of stuff here. You can change the speed of the video. You can change the colors of the video. You can color grade it if you want to. All different kind of stuff. So I'm gonna leave the speed as, actually, you know what? I'm gonna slow the speed down to 50% because I want it to be slowed down to look a little bit cooler for the B-roll. So we're gonna slow everything down to 50%. And then if you click this little like picture icon down here at the bottom right, That's how you can get to the kind of the colors. So if you click original, and then this is where you can go mess with the saturation, contrast and all that. So we're gonna boost the saturation just a bit here, because I always like that. The highlights, we'll bring that down a little bit, bring the shadows down just a bit. And then this button over here is where you can find LUTs. A LUT is pretty much, it's called the lookup table, and a LUT is basically like a color preset for video. So it kind of just spruces it up. By the way, you can also, if you buy LUTs, you can import them into Lumafusion, which is really cool. But it also has a couple that it just comes with. So I'm going to just show you guys one of the ones it comes with, so you can kind of get a feel for it. So this filmic dialogue right here, that comes with it. Now, if you click the eye, that's how you can check and uncheck an effect. So this is what it looks like with the LUT. And if I unclick, that's without. So as you can see, it just makes it a lot more defined, especially around the edges here. It just makes it look like more, you know, professional, a lot cleaner. So we'll go with that. So boom. Just like that, we've already got a clean looking video, and it's all slowed down. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just mute the track right here, because I'm gonna use some music. I'm gonna just click this and go to imported. This is all the different files and, you know, things like that that I've imported. You can bring songs into this that you've downloaded, bring songs that you've made, whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna click files and find the music, and then let me just find a good song. Let's see if this is a good one. Let me test this one out. Okay, cool. So we're gonna use this song. So let's bring this down to the green. That's for the audio timeline. And now, as you can see, I've muted the track, so now you'll only hear the music. Just like that. So now the fun part. Now is where we are going to cut it up, add a couple transitions, and make it look pretty. So if you're using a keyboard, Command B is to pull up the blade tool. That's how you can cut it. Command Z is how you undo something. But if you're just using your finger, the little scissors down here, that's how you can cut something. This little back arrow, that's how you undo something. So we're going to leave that unchecked, and we're going to start by, let's get maybe a few seconds of this. So that's where I want to cut that. So we're going to select this video, cut that, and then let's find the next part we want to use. Let's do, okay, here's a better shot coming from maybe like right here. So we'll click this. If you click the little trash can down here, that's how you can delete a clip. So now you see we went from that to this. Just like that. So now I'm going to leave that like that. Clip it right there. Then I'll find my next part, which is going to be right here. Just kind of going right to left across the river. And so that's pretty much it. So that's how you just cut up some videos. Like I said, it's very easy. And as you can see, it already looks nice. We got a couple of cuts. We put some music in the background. So now what I'm going to go in and do is add a transition. So let's open up this timeline a little bit. If you click, again, the top left button, you'll see there's a thing right here that says transitions. Click transitions, and you can see now if you just click it, it'll actually show you what it'll look like. So that's how you can see what it'll look like from one clip to the other. So this dip right here, when you click that, it kind of fades and then comes back in. So let's say we put that, let's say we took that and put it in between these two clips, and now we have a clip that looks like this. So boom, just like that, that's how you can add transitions. And like I said, you know, like I'm not gonna go too into it right now. Maybe that's a video for another day, but this is kind of just a quick way to show you what you can get. I'm gonna go in and finish this video real quick and try to make a quick short video, and then I'll play the final one on here so you can just see exactly what this is capable of. All right, so I have officially finished making this. It ended up being about a 25-second clip, and it took me maybe 10 minutes to edit. So trust me, in terms of video editing, that's really not all that bad. But yeah, like I said, this is relatively basic. I can do a lot more on my computer, but for somebody who's just getting started out, or if you don't have a lot of money and you've already got an iPhone or an iPad, this is a great option and you can get a lot done. So I'll show you right now on screen what I was able to do in about 10 minutes just using Lumafusion and my iPad. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think. That is me editing a quick video of HDR footage from my iPhone 12 Pro Max in Lumafusion. on my iPad Pro. That's a mouthful, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, that app is absolutely incredible. If you're a new creator or you've just been creating videos but you kind of want to level up or get into something that's going to be cheap but great, this is by far the best option, like I said, if you are using an iOS device, which I'm sure many people are. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's the only way I can sleep at night. And drop a comment below. Are you guys going to be checking this app out? And if you are, what kind of videos you're going to make with it? And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.